Before we get into this episode, we actually have quite a few announcements. We just entered post-production for our short A Lower Wreath, while also being in pre-production for our second summer endeavor, Tom's Foolery. But without you guys, none of it could be possible. Your views, likes, comments, and shares have helped grow the channel's content to where it is today, which is why we're inviting you to contribute with a YouTube thanks donation of only $12. Wait, why 12? Well, that's because 12 would actually help us over a 1-year period. It opens doors for more episodes, more shorts, more merch, bigger guests, bigger films, and an ultimate bigger voice for our community. There's strength in numbers, and when united, anything can be possible. Hey guys, you're watching The Slate. I'm your host, Josue Garcia.
I'm Nathan Els.
And today, joining us is Gage Dawson? Okay, cool. I remembered right. Awesome. Yep. Gage is a student at Wayne State College studying film. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Awesome, yeah. Welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
cool. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We met you at Shelby Hagedon's premiere at Between the Lines. Remind me, did you have any involvement in that project?
I did not.
You did not, but you've had involvement in other projects, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Quite a few. I've actually worked with Shelby before too.
Oh, no way.
Nice.
Yeah, she was a senior when I was a freshman, and so she did one called The Ghost in Her, I think it was called.
Okay.
And it was about just this guy who had lost his girlfriend and was just kind of really struggling with it. And that was really fun to work on. Shelby is very talented in what she does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've just seen the one project, but I can tell she's a good writer.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
When was the Ghost in Her? Is that what you said it was called?
I believe that's what it was called, yeah.
When was that project?
That was my freshman year, so it would have been 2 years ago.
Okay, all right. And did that premiere at the Majestic Theater? Is that kind of a common thing?
Yeah, usually we have our spring premiere, which is when the stuff this semester would show. So we'll have one in April, I think. We're doing it April second or third week maybe.
Okay.
And then we also have a fall premiere, so everything done this year, we'll premiere there next year too. Just to kind of bring students in, show them what we're doing with the program. Especially if they're freshmen, they can come see what we've created the past couple of years. So that's always cool to have.
That's awesome that you get the opportunity to learn this stuff, while you're getting credit or credits.
And that's what I like about Wayne too. Is it's our classes are decent size, but they're not too big to where you're never going to be able to have access to it.
Right. Right.
You might come in some days and be like, oh, the studio's full. But we also have a reserve thing, so if you need to get something done, you can reserve it. But yeah, that's what I like about it. It's not too big, but it's also not too small. It's a growing program.
Bounce around. I imagine people get involved in various different things, put on the multiple hat thing. Yeah,
especially freshmen and sophomores. White always tells you, get in there and figure out what you like. Help out as much as you can. So.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah.
So what do you like the most then?
I don't really know. See, people have asked me that, and I don't know what to say. I like coloring a lot. I just found out that in the past year or so.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Being on set, if I were to do something on set, I like doing the camera work.
Yeah.
Obviously directing, everybody likes directing.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Yeah, figuring out. I just had a shot or a shoot this week. It was on Tuesday, and so we were shooting for 6 years, and it was on a football field, and it was at night, so it was kind of hard to get the lighting stuff because we couldn't just turn on the stadium lights.
Oh wow, yeah.
And just in the moment, I came up with a shot where it was tracking with his feet, and then it went over to me passed out on.
Nice, right? Yeah, right.
And just stuff like that where you can just. Obviously, a lot of times you can have it planned out before, this shot could be really cool.
Yeah.
Which I've done in 6 years, too. But even just to be on set and be oh, we should try this.
Yes.
This sort of way with the camera. So probably, I like editing overall, but coloring and shooting with the camera are probably my top two favorite things.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome and everything. I assume you're shooting all digital stuff now.
Yeah.
So you can just try out different ideas on set and, while everything's set up and you're not burning through film or burning through media. Yeah. That's cool.
Is setting up for night shots hard? Because I know obviously with with different camera sensors and the light, you get the film grain, you get the noise and that kind of thing.
Yeah. It can be difficult. That's definitely something I've learned on this project. I usually have Blake with me, and Blake's super experienced with cameras.
Sure.
So he's kind of my go-to guy with that.
Yeah.
I think as long as we just have lights and we know the location is gonna provide enough light for us, we're usually good to go. But that football field thing was kind of like an improvised scene, kind of, because
Oh, yeah,
it was just
cool.
supposed to be. There was so much snow on the ground. It was just supposed to be like somebody's yard.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
All right.
there's nowhere where there's just grass. So I was like, what if we use the football field, and like threw in a joke where it's like, oh, I'm just reliving the glory days. He's like, dude, you ran across the country.
right, nice.
Oh, that's good.
Nice,
That's smart. I love
funny,
that. That's
yeah.
actually, I love
we
that.
kind of improvised that, and we were a little nervous on it, but we just pulled out some lights, and we kind of set it up like they were almost headlights shining on the
Oh,
field,
sure,
on the field.
cool,
Sure.
yeah.
And then we also played it off like, because you could look at it and be like, well, that's kind of bright for not being any lights. So then we also had Chance, which is one of my actors, pull out his phone and like have the flashlight turned on.
Ooh,
So you can
yeah,
like perceive
yeah.
it as the flashlight. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be difficult, but I mean, you always just gotta kind of think of a way around it or think of a way that would work. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have to get permission to use the field, or they just kind of know they're...
It's probably a good question.
Yeah, right. They probably figure, they're film students everywhere, so they're just going to be, yeah.
That's definitely not one of my strong suits, is
Yeah.
getting permission.
Yeah. No, hey, I mean,
I feel that.
stealing shots is
Yeah,
you know, a lot
yeah.
of people swear by it. I do. So,
Yeah, as long as you're in and out. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
No harm,
Nothing
no
happens,
foul,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of lighting equipment do they have that you can pull?
I mean, basically just like we just have a few different lights that are 1080s, which are kind of the bigger ones, and then
Okay.
the smaller ones, which are like 500s.
Okay.
And then we have, we do have a different, like, the lights are nice because you can adjust the temperature of it, so you can go like, a little warmer or cooler.
Yeah.
And we have stands for them, obviously. And then
Nice.
we also have like a couple filters you can throw on.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is, I haven't played around with them, but
Right.
I know a couple people have to make it like a blue shade or a red shade.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think has been the hardest challenge you've had while filming a scene on any of your projects?
That's a good question. I think just kind of like when problems arise, like you either can be reactive to it and kind of like, okay, well, this is what we can do to fix this. We can do this to change it,
Right.
or you can just kind of let it screw you over.
Right.
Just be like, well, now I don't know what to do. But you gotta have those people that are on set with you and be like, well, what if we did this and did this?
Right.
And so, yeah, I guess just like having problems on set, whether it be lighting or sound is a big one. Wind is something that definitely comes up in Nebraska. And
Yeah.
can ruin shoots.
yeah.
So I guess a few things that we've done for that is just like putting a blanket over it, or we have like the cat thing that you.
Yeah, the dead cats. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I guess just when problems arise on set, but also like one of the biggest challenges I feel like is when you're just like starting a project, like this is something I definitely ran into. When you have all that footage and you put it into your project and it just looks like garbage, and you're like,
Right.
where do I even start?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can get overwhelming to just
Oh,
see
yeah.
that and see
Yeah.
all the stuff that has to go into it. But I mean,
Yeah.
you just have to take it really one step at a time.
You really do.
Get your
Yeah.
cutting down.
Yeah.
And, okay, well, let's move on to the sound now. Okay, well, this looks pretty good. Now we're going to color it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is overwhelming to just have all that footage. And
Oh,
I'm usually
yeah.
like pretty picky with my footage. Like I don't,
Right.
I'm only getting what I need to or what I
Right.
see in my mind that I'm using.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
probably comes at a detriment to me sometimes. Like to even just go over and get a couple different artistic shots and be like, oh, maybe I can throw this in here. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, no, I asked that because I like the way you solve problems on the fly in terms of you write it into the story.
Yeah.
Whereas I've been on shoots and there's examples of shoots where it's like, oh, like there's people here, like what the shot's not right, the audio's not right. So what they do is they either haul in more equipment to fix the problem, or they rewrite the scene entirely so they avoid the issue essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
But I love that you write it into the story. So like the
Yeah.
football field, the guy,
Yeah.
you threw that one liner in there, and it really
Yeah.
works.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I really like
yeah.
that. And that's really kudos to you for like
Yeah,
just thinking about on the
absolutely.
fly.
It's like an issue because I don't want to be the one that's like, okay, well, we can just shoot this another day and then like have to haul it.
Right.
Because especially with Chance is just like one of my buddies basically because he was there that night. He plays himself in that movie, so it's kind of funny.
All right.
But he's out of college now. He's working a job, so his schedule is pretty limited.
Right.
So I can't just always like reschedule stuff for just little stuff. Like we need to get what we can done.
Right.
And so if just that little part's off, I gotta think of some way to overcome it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that being able to problem solve like that and think on your feet, I think, like you mentioned, it's good to have somebody there on set. And if you're that person, that's awesome. Because even, when you're talking about what you see in terms of the footage you got versus what's in your head, you kind of have to apply that same, okay, so how do I fix this particular issue, right? Now what do I do? I think that's valuable. I've definitely learned a lot about not letting little issues in that derail the whole project, because like you say, you've got everybody there. It takes a lot to schedule and coordinate everybody, or reserving gear and all that stuff. You don't want to just bail out when a little problem comes up.
Especially in post, like you said, you see all the edit, you see all the dailies, and you see like the footage, and you're just like, how am I going to piece this together, kind of thing. And there was this saying I heard somewhere. But it was like you write a movie 3 times, and it's once is when you write the script, second is when you're on set, and third is in the editing room.
Sure.
Because something that you thought could work on set and does work on paper, you get into the editing room, you're like, this doesn't make sense.
Right.
If I was watching this for the first time, I'd be like, what's going on? Kind
sure.
of thing,
yeah. Your drama's now a comedy.
Yeah. No, literally. Like, so it's like and all the pieces that go into the editing. So editing is one of my favorite like pieces of filmmaking outside. Yeah, I think so. I love shooting. I'm usually a cinematographer on projects, and I love doing that stuff. But I also love playing with different things in editing. So it's like, what if I add this sound here? What if I add,
He's really good at it.
Use this.
The narratives. And all that, he's really good at that.
It's like, what if I play with these 2 pieces and make a third meaning out of something? That kind of, just stuff like that.
No, I agree. Editing, you can always just play around with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So much fun. Like, in my King of Berry movie, me and Goose were just like editing one day, and he's like, well, for like the sounds though, we play nature sounds, let's just have like humpback whales moaning.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love
it.
it.
It was a lot of fun. We made like an original like song for it too.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah.
So it's been so weird. Like the people that have asked me to put it up on SoundCloud or Spotify.
Right.
What?
Like, it's been way more than should happen because the song's awful. Like the song is
that's
supposed to be
awesome.
a joke.
Right.
That's the whole thing about it.
Oh man.
But the people like it.
Yeah.
Let's get that on SoundCloud.
Dude.
This actually kind of goes hard. And I'm
Right.
like,
Wow.
Run with that, man, for sure. Because
Yeah.
that, if nothing else, I mean, it brings more attention to the project, and
Yeah.
that's awesome. Plus, you never know. People will be like, hey, we need a song for our film. Why don't you come over and like...
Did you write the song?
yeah.
No
Nice.
way.
I just
Nice.
kind of pulled out my notes and we went up to the studio one day and we're just, wrapped it and recorded it. And then
Wow.
kind of just took some like royalty-free beat off it.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have a
That's
recording
awesome.
studio there, too, that you
No,
can use?
like,
Okay, you
we
just did it, yeah.
We have like a microphone in the sound lab that you can just do
Right.
voiceover and stuff
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
so we just use that. Joe Merkel, I think you guys.
Yeah, we talked to him.
Yeah.
He's really good with sound. He's also my roommate, so.
Oh, nice.
no
Okay,
way.
yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, you'll have to make sure to let them know. We definitely want to have lots of conversations about sound.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah. So that's kind of his strong suit, but
Nice.
yeah, it's good equipment, especially like if I have Joe doing it, he always brings me back some good quality. Or if it's not, he can fix it in post too. So
Nice.
he's
Yeah.
pretty skilled with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome. Yeah, that's
So have you? I love that you and Joe work together on your projects. Do you and Blake work together too?
Yeah,
on a lot
I
of
love
projects?
working with Blake.
Mhm. He's fun.
He is.
Mhm.
My first thing I did with him was Connor and Annie. His
Oh, yeah.
freshman year.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
to
Yep.
just come out of the gates with that and be
Yeah.
like, hey, Dr. White, I want to make this film. It's his freshman year, and he wins a bunch of awards for it. Wasn't even picked in class. Like,
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
it was
kidding.
crazy.
Wow. Were you in the party scene at the house, or?
I was supposed to be. I don't know
Okay.
why. I think I had something come up that day that I couldn't make it, but
Oh,
I did lighting for him, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
sure.
If you look back on that, there's definitely some lighting issues in that film.
Well, there's a lot of nighttime. I mean, if I remember, well, no, there's some daytime stuff, yeah, but there's a lot of nighttime shot and the long
long
where they're
take?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a night shot, yeah.
And
yeah.
when I came in freshman year, I was very inexperienced.
Sure,
So
yeah.
learning with Blake has probably been one of the most influential persons to like
Nice.
help me and learn about all this stuff because he's talented and he has that drive to learn more about it. So
We love that.
Connor and Annie, I worked lighting on, and then from there on, from that movie, I was like, this kid's good. I need to stick with him.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
He wrote not Connor and Annie, Molly's Goodbye.
Yeah.
I was like, I read it.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is good, and I need to be in it.
Yeah.
So, then I was like, hey, if you need a part for Jaden, give me the part for Jaden.
Right, nice.
And he's like, Yeah, okay, maybe I could definitely see you doing it, but he was just worried about the like family dynamic. He's like, well, if Molly kind of needs to look like you somewhat, and I was like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
This following weekend, we all just rounded up. We scattered locations, got people for the project that again wasn't in class, so we just had to round up what we could. But everyone kind of knew. They're like, Blake knows what he's doing. So,
Nice.
That was really fun to shoot.
So is your character like you and Molly are brother sister?
Yep.
Is that what's going on?
Brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm excited to see it. I mean, I haven't seen the trailer, and we talked to Blake on an earlier episode. I don't even remember when that was, but we didn't he didn't spoil anything, and don't have any information.
He kept his cards pretty close to his chest.
Yeah, which is good. Is good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
You said the girl's name was
Alexis.
How's it like working with her?
She was a lot of fun. The first night that we had to shoot together, I was like, it was a pretty sentimental one. Like I came up and I was like, basically Jane's trying to be a good brother to her, but they don't really have that dynamic. So he's like, trying to put his arm around her. It's super awkward.
Yeah.
And it was super awkward.
There you go.
That's how I met her.
Oh wow. Okay, I was gonna ask if you knew.
That's awesome.
We warmed up to each other pretty quick, and by the end of it, like we had that sibling dynamic going.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
I mean, mom too. This might be bad. I don't remember the name of the person who played mom because I always just called her mom.
Yeah, right,
right. But yeah, they were both a lot of fun to work with, and it's exciting.
That is exciting. That's funny that like you guys took advantage of like the first time you guys.
That's
making
awesome.
that awkward scene be that first one. That's because it is,
Do it on camera.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah, and use that energy for sure. So is Molly's Goodbye the last project that you've worked on that's been completed?
I also acted in Emma Franco's that girl movie.
Oh.
I was the best friend in that.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything from it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Is that another student project?
Yeah.
Okay.
She also got something at Bison, right?
Yep. Our whole program did, which was really exciting.
Yeah, that's why like 5 films or something.
Yep. So we had Gills, which was directed by Griffin Presnell.
Okay.
The King of Berry. Girl, It's the Journey, and there was one more. I can't remember what it was.
That was awesome because there were.
I think like 12 accepted.
Yeah.
So like half of them were us.
Yeah, and that was
and all
amazing.
3 top prizes. There's like first, second, and third place. I think are all $1,000.
Oh
so
wow!
I think we have a pretty good chance of at least winning something. So that's really exciting.
Oh, that's exciting.
Exodus.
Yep.
Nathan Blizzard.
Nathan Blizzard.
Yeah.
That's
Nathan's really
right.
talented too.
Yeah.
Nathan has helped me with cinematography and he does a lot of his stuff outside of class. But
really? Okay.
he's really skilled with the camera. He transferred in from Metro. So
no way.
All right.
Whoa.
He's putting stuff out and it's winning stuff. So
Nice.
Dang, because we saw Night Owl that he made.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
I worked on that one. I worked like lighting for that, which was kind of cool because he had those like kind of black light kind of stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So he shot that like in someone's dirty grimy face.
Yeah.
Oh, it was kind of scary. I was like talking to Nathan as a person and then watching that. It's completely 2 different things.
That's funny.
I
Yeah.
know,
It's super creepy. Yeah. It's a little. Yeah.
But Nathan's a really good guy.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, we're excited for you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
I can't wait to your premiere. I'm gonna be front row.
Yeah, I love it. It's not that far to drive. You just hop up there. And
yeah.
I love the theater. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You guys will have to watch King of Berry when it comes out on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you have a release date for that?
Not really. I think it's just White's told us like usually keep it off YouTube till it's done with its like festival run.
Yeah. They're pretty picky about that.
Yeah, it's a little more.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And they do better that way.
Now, but
Well, that festival, let's see, Friday,
March 31st.
Friday, March 31st is when it runs, 13 minutes, 47 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be exciting. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, at this point, anything that comes out of Wayne State,
Yeah, our eyes are on it.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody again for tuning in. As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That's very important. Be sure that you check out all of Gage's socials, all the work they're doing. You can find them at Wayne State College. There's all kinds of fantastic stuff going on up there. So we're very excited to have him here today. Be sure to tune in for next episode. Share it with your friends. Give us a like. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
To donate, scan the QR code and give what you can. We greatly appreciate your support.